Who can give their baby a haircut and make international news? None other than the Canadian musician who happens to be the girlfriend of the richest man on the planet, Grimes. Grimes has an insane story that includes studying neuroscience and releasing 5 studio albums. Not only is she a celebrated creative and intellectual, but she's also Elon Musk's girlfriend and the mother to their 8-month-old son, A-XII. Grimes' story is one that we can all draw inspiration from. To new fans, Grimes might seem a bit odd, but the musician, whose real name is Claire Boucher, has led quite an extraordinary life. Born and raised in Vancouver, Canada, the electronic musician started releasing music over a decade ago. While she's a really talented musician, it's actually a career that she stumbled upon. One of her friends convinced her to sing backing vocals for his band, and she was an absolute natural. Apparently, she found it super easy to hit all the right notes, so she learned how to use GarageBand, and the rest is history. Her ability to pick up on the technical side of music so quickly speaks volumes to her intellect, and we think it's awesome that young women have people like Grimes to look up to. Not only is she really smart and creative, but she also dedicates her time to speaking out about double standards and the issues female musicians face in the music industry. She's been vocal about reviews of her work that focus on the fact that she's a woman rather than her creative ability. Along with being a singer, she's also a producer, and she advocates for female producers in the industry. She's previously called for the recognition of female producers and engineers because so many music industry men think women are not fit to handle the technical side of music. She's a woman that enjoys going against the grain for the greater good of society. The singer does things her way, and she's been celebrated for staying true to her artistry. Among many of the things that make her relatable and just really cool, she cuts and dyes her own hair into random shapes and colors. She has an insanely unique wardrobe and is a vegan, environmentalist, and anti-consumerist. When she's planning a tour, she only uses what she needs to put on a show. No more, no less. Her music is an extension of herself and has been described as dark, strange, ethereal, and catchy. After graduating high school, she started attending McGill University in Montreal, Canada, where she studied neuroscience. Neuroscience is the scientific study of the nervous system with a focus on the brain. According to the McGill University website, the program is super competitive and only takes 50 entrants each year. So it's safe to say that Grimes had an outstanding application. Her music career started picking up after she released a cassette-only album called Geedy Primes in 2010. She released her second album, Halifaxa, in the same year. She even went on tour with Swedish singer Lykke Li. After experiencing major traction in her music career, she made the decision to drop out of university and pursue music seriously. In 2012, she went international and signed to British indie label 4AD. Under this label, she released Visions, which would become her breakout success. One of her most famous songs, Oblivion, came from this album and really made its mark on the music world. Pitchfork even named it the second best song of the decade in 2019. The momentum just kept picking up the pace for Grimes, and in 2013, she signed a management deal with Jay-Z's management company, Roc Nation. According to Pitchfork, she posted an image of herself on Tumblr making the rock diamond symbol with her hands, saying that she joined the X-Men. The photo is no longer available. Signing to the management company put her in the same circles as the likes of Rihanna, who is also signed to Roc Nation. She even almost worked with Rihanna in 2014 when she wrote a song for her, but the song didn't end up on her album. That didn't stop Grimes, because she released the song herself. If you've learned anything about Grimes so far, that shouldn't surprise you. She's a woman who really takes matters into her own hands. Grimes uses her voice to speak out about how the music industry treats female artists, and is constantly using her platform to talk about how misogynistic the industry is. She told Fader, "The thing that I hate about the music industry is all of a sudden it's like, Grimes is a female musician," adding, "It's like, yeah, but I'm a producer, and I spend all day looking at graphs and EQs and doing really technical work." In the same article, she said that her life completely changed after Visions came out. She said that after years of press drama and non-stop festivals, she was loved by thousands of people, but not necessarily understood. As a public face and a producer, she says she's really struggled with the industry's inability to recognize her as both an artist and technical musician. Aside from music, creativity, and science, Grimes games in her spare time. She's even known to live stream herself playing fantasy role-playing games on Twitch. If we look at Grimes' history, she seems like a true intellectual and creative, who uses her music music to express herself and her platform to shine light on systemic societal issues, and we love that she's a role model to young girls just like her. After learning more about who Grimes is as a person, it makes it no surprise that she had a lot in common with tech billionaire Elon Musk. Elon and Grimes started dating in 2018 and made their debut as a couple at the Met Gala. The two are very opinionated people in their own rights, so it doesn't surprise us that they met on Twitter. Apparently, Elon was planning on making a joke about artificial intelligence in one of her music videos, but she'd already made the joke. Grimes even told Page Six that this was the first time in 3 years that anyone even got the joke. Aww, it seems like these two were a match made in artificial intelligence heaven. Elon told the Wall Street Journal that he loves Grimes because of her artistic creativity and intense work ethic. The two are both super creative, are interested in studying the brain, and have insane work ethics. It's pretty clear why they fell for each other. The two have had their ups and downs that we know about because they've unfollowed and refollowed each other on social media. But it seems like the couple have a soft spot for each other. In November, Tesla announced their Cybertruck at an event. The vehicle was unveiled by Cybergirl, a hologram who looked just like Grimes and even had what looked like a very similar leg tattoo. Tesla, Elon, and Grimes have never commented on this. Grimes seems to love the idea of holograms because she told Flaunt magazine that she wants to retire from touring and do a hologram tour. She asked in the article, "Why do we keep doing them for deceased artists instead of living ones who have stage fright?" She said that performing live is nightmarish for her, using the words apocalyptic, terrifying, and horrible to describe it. She said she can't tell what's happening and doesn't think she's a good performer, so it becomes stressful for her. Given Grimes' interest in tech and the fact that she's in a relationship with one of the greatest tech minds of our time, we think she should definitely do a hologram tour. Not only would it help relieve some of her performance stress, but it would also be super cool. Grimes and Elon made a splash on the scene, and it seemed like they were at every A-list event when we found out they were dating. Elon was spotted at Grimes' shows, giving her standing ovations, and they even attended the Kardashian Christmas party. It wasn't long before they announced that they were pregnant. The whole world lost their minds. Would these two give birth to a baby as talented and out there as them? If names are any indication of how unique a child grows up to be, we can safely say that Elon and Grimes' baby is going to be one of the most unique humans on the planet. Grimes told Rolling Stone that the decision to have a baby was one that was really profound for her. She said it's a crazy sacrifice to make, even though it's a great thing, saying, "I'm just like, I have to sacrifice my power in this moment." She went on to say that she decided to make the commitment because of the love she has for her boyfriend. As she moved through pregnancy, she was open about early complications and was open and honest in the media and her social channels about the fact that she didn't fully understand what she was getting herself into. The tough pregnancy all became worth it on May 4th last year when Elon and Grimes welcomed a baby boy, and let's be honest, we were all so confused when we saw his name, A-XII Musk. They've said they just call him X. Today, the little one is almost a year old, and it seems like everything this creative, intelligent, and out there family does makes the news. Most recently, Grimes gave her son a Vikings-inspired haircut, and the headlines came flowing in. The pop star shared her baby's first haircut on her Instagram stories, saying, "Not sure this haircut went well, but he's a Viking now." She also shared another photo with the caption, "Haircut inspired by The Last Kingdom on Netflix, which is a masterpiece." The Last Kingdom is a British historical fiction series about Vikings. Little X is so cool. He even has his bath rave for babies, where he gets to have a bath with flashing lights and light up water toys. We love that Grimes is raising her baby to be as expressive and unique as her. Grimes' passion, intellect, and creative mind have made her a force to be reckoned with. Today, she's a mother, an innovator, and has almost finished her 6th studio album. In an online Q&A, she said she's hoping to have new music out within the next couple of months, but the pandemic and business complications might get in the way. A fan asked her what music she's proud of the most, and she said that it had to be her entire upcoming album. We can't wait to see what kind of inspiration she's drawn from her baby boy. Looking towards the future, her fans had to ask what she thought of her boyfriend's predictions that humans will live on Mars one day. She said she'd be willing to travel to the planet, but not until after she turns 50. The only stipulation? Elon would have to upload her consciousness to an artificially intelligent body first. That's just crazy to think about. She told her fans that becoming a mother has made her feel less hate, more optimism, more creativity, more desire for life, and more respect for women. Did you learn something new about Grimes in this video? Let us know in the comments section below. Like this video and subscribe to The Taco if you enjoyed learning more about the amazing life of Grimes. We're your one-stop shop for all of your favorite celebrity and entertainment news.